Hey guys, I'm Disney Dad. Today in this video, I want to talk about something you need to do for your next trip at Disney World. So, the very important topic that I want to cover today is rope drop. If you don't know what rope drop is, it's a saying. At the beginning of the day, when park opens, they drop a rope and let people in. Why is this important to you? Because if you utilize this correctly, you can save a lot of time and skip a lot of long rides. How this works, say a park opens at 9 a.m. What rope drop would mean is at 9 a.m. they would drop the ropes to let people in. I want to get started with Magic Kingdom, and Magic Kingdom is a little bit different than all the other parks because of how you get to the physical gate. If you're not staying on property, you're not using some of the on-property transportation, which drops you off from the front gate of Magic Kingdom, that would mean you're parking in the parking lot, which is a remote parking lot away from the gates of Magic Kingdom. This means you have to park your car, get on a tram, go to the ticket gate center, pay for your tickets if you haven't already, and then either get on the monorail or ride on the boat to the front gates of Magic Kingdom. This is very important to know because if you're planning on hitting rope drop, you need to factor all this in to make sure you're there on time with enough time to spare. So I would say, depending on how busy rope drop is that morning, this could take you anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes to get from your car to the front gate of Magic Kingdom. And I recommend to be at the rope area in Magic Kingdom on Main Street 30 to 40 minutes before the park opens. So you need to factor in all that travel time to make sure you're ready to go. Magic Kingdom lets guests into the turnstiles into Magic Kingdom around 60 minutes before park opening. This is key, so you can't actually get to the park rides yet, but you could be in that main area for Main Street 60 minutes before park opening. And like I said, I recommend you being at least 30 to 45 minutes early and in that Main Street area. After passing into the park, people are allowed to enjoy the atmosphere of Main Street. There will be a rope manned by cast members like we talked about that will prevent you from getting in any of the lands. The rope will be removed during the welcome show. The Magic Kingdom welcome show starts official park opening on the stage in front of Cinderella's castle. After the show, cast members will remove the rope, hence the name rope drop, allowing you to walk but not run to whatever attraction you desire. After rope drop, instant wait times for the popular attractions such as Seven Dwarfs Mine and Space Mountain will form. If you want to ride those rides without a wait, be close to the front of the waiting crowd as you can, so make sure you're there early. Heading over to the Land of Tomorrow Epcot, it's important that if you want to ride some of the big rides without using your fast pass or having to wait in a long line like Soarin' or Test Track, you need to be there for rope drop. Following tips will help you make the most of rope drop at Epcot. Note that Disney does occasionally change its opening procedures, so all this information in this video is subject to change. Guests are admitted through the turnstiles about 15 to 30 minutes prior to the official opening, but held behind ropes in the plaza between the innovation buildings. About 10 minutes before the official park opening, guests are led to their first attraction by cast members. Frozen Ever After opens at regular park opening time and is a good first stop if you can't score a fast pass. It is a longer walk to the Norway Pavilion, but it doesn't deter many families from hiking back there, so expect a bit of a crowd to develop quickly. There's a separate rope drop for World Showcase when it opens, usually at 11 a.m. These ropes are located between Norway and China and between United Kingdom and France. Because these attractions don't get very crowded until later in the day, there's seldom a line for rope drop. Quickly, I want to talk about the products of the day and something you're going to need for your next trip to Disney World, and that is a power bank. This is one that I personally use and I love it. Can't get through those long days at Disney when your phone dies. This particular charger is 26,000 milliamps and can recharge an iPhone X 5.5 times or an iPad twice. This has a 5.5 amp output and has 3 USB charging ports on it. So that means you could charge 3 devices at the same time when you need it the most. Compatible with all major phones, iPhones, iPads, Samsungs, all smart devices, and it has a LED indicator to show you how much is left in the battery. The last thing you're gonna want at Disney World is your phone to die and not be able to get that My Disney Experience app to keep your reservations up to date. So check out this product, I'll link it down below. Let's get back to the video. Let's talk about Hollywood Studios. Now I do have a disclaimer real quick, and that is right now it's kind of crazy and a little bit different than normal because of Star Wars Land opening, The park hours have changed a little bit. They open at 7 a.m., which is not normal. So at the time of this video, I'm going to talk about the normal procedures for Hollywood Studios rope drop. Hollywood Studios generally lets guests through the turnstiles 30 minutes before the official park opening time, allowing access to Hollywood Boulevard, Shop Oscars, Crossroads of the World, Mickey's of Hollywood, and the Starbucks Trolley Cafe will be open for guests arriving early, though sometimes if the crowd isn't too big, they don't let you go as far as the Starbucks, so keep that in mind. Attractions normally aren't running until the official park opening time, and guests are generally held behind these ropes. Go to the rope closest to your attraction and wait an appropriate time to head to those rides. On crowded days, such as Thanksgiving and Christmas week, etc., be at those turnstiles at least 45 minutes early during those times. The leftmost turnstiles are reserved for character breakfast guests only, and thus have no lines. To shorten the wait at the turnstiles, you may be able to hover around the breakfast-only turnstile and then jump quickly over to the other ones once they start allowing everyone through. Question of the day, have you ever utilized rope drop? Comment down below your experience, whether it's worth it or not. Moving on to Animal Kingdom. Now this is one of my favorite parks to go to early in the morning because it's not as hot out, so the animals tend to be a little bit more active if you're there to see the animals. Animal Kingdom generally allows guests through the turnstiles anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes prior to the official opening, depending on the time of year and the expected crowd. You can walk through the Oasis to Discovery Island, where you'll be held behind one of the few ropes near the entrances to the various lands. Near opening time, Disney cast members will lead guests to their first attraction. You'll be able to tell which one is the path to Pandora because 95% of the guests will be there. If you are planning on riding Flight of Passage first, you should arrive 60 minutes prior to opening. The attraction often begins operating 15 to 30 minutes before the official park opening. So if you time it right and you get there really early, you can actually be getting off a Flight of Passage by the time the park opens. In order to do this, you need to be part of the 10% of the frontmost crowd. Other attractions might not begin running until park opening. The rightmost turnstiles are reserved for character breakfasts guests only, but however, like we said before, you could plan your time right if you hover around them and wait for them to open all the turnstiles. It gives you a shorter trip to some of the biggest rides. This should be very helpful for your trip to Disney World next time if you use a rope drop, which I highly recommend you to do. You can save your fast passes, use rope drop, and you could get even more rides done in one day than you can ever imagine. Thanks guys, subscribe down below, and if you got any value from this video, smash that like button. I'll see you guys next time.